Well done. Thank you. Good evening. My name's Morag Butler. This is Rosalind Court. And this evening we have Songs of the Folk, which is going to be fantastic, all the way from North Carolina in America via Essex. Yeah, it's not quite so romantic. Right, so just to let you know, everybody at home, there is a raffle. Of course there's a raffle. It's a folk event. So the first prize is a CD of Songs of the Folk. The second prize is traditionally Who Gives a Crap toilet roll, which is here. Today it's an emergency toilet roll. Yes. Special. Okay. Now, how do I win this? I hear you all say. All the people in the room, you're in the raffle. Okay, people at home, you have to work a bit for it. You can, if you contribute to the live chat, or if you donate to this event, then you will be put in the raffle. So what more can we say? I'm rather hoping, all you people who are watching from America, that I don't have to post a toilet roll to America, because it's not really viable. Anyway, maybe I'll give it to you to take back for them. That would be a better idea. Yes, fantastic. Okay, I'd just like to welcome Eric to the room. Now, Eric has been... What you don't know, you regulars, is that Eric has been watching from the back room because he's been going through chemo recently and wasn't allowed to be with any of the rest of us hoi polloi. But he's finished it all now, so he's back as a proper person in the room. Fantastic. Yay. So that's really nice. Okay. What's going to happen is I'm going to sing you a song, and then I'm going to get them onto the stage, and then we'll see what happens from there. Yeah? Okay, you okay with that? Yep. Fabulous. This is an interesting song. It was written by Robert Burns in 1760-something, and is very, very relevant to today, especially this week, horribly. It's a song about war, but it's got the line in it, what makes heroic strife to whet the assassin's knife? And it makes you think, there's a family who are missing a member this week and 5 children who are sitting thinking about it. How on earth did that happen? How on earth did that happen? Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, your faults I shall declaim, your doctrine I must blame. You will hear, your doctrine I must blame. You will hear what's right and what is wrong by the law, by the law. What's right and what is wrong by the law. What's right and what is wrong, a weak arm and a strong, a short sword or a long, for to draw, a short sword or a long, for to draw. What makes heroic strife, famed afar, famed afar? What makes heroic strife, famed afar? What makes heroic strife to whet the assassin's knife and blight a parent's life with bloody war, and blight a parent's life with bloody war? So let your schemes alone in the state, oh let your schemes alone in the state. Oh let your schemes alone, adore the rising sun, and leave a man alone to his fate, and leave a man alone to his fate. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. would like to introduce to the stage, all the way from North Carolina, USA, via Essex, Songs of the Folk. It's Lauren and A.T.
Thank you. It's great to be here. We're going to start with a train song.
All the way from North Carolina
Yeah.
via Essex. So I wonder, does that make me an Essex boy and her an Essex girl? We've been here a year. Does it count? Yeah, we used to sing other folks' train songs, and I figured we needed our own train song. So this is it. This is called Locomotive 2, 3, 4.
Hear that locomotive sing. It will bring me what I need. I will see the light and be baptized in the ash and fire. Oh, hear that locomotive sing. And hear that whistle in the wind. How it calls me like a friend. I will stow away and find a brand new day. Oh, hear that locomotive sing. And see that steel shine bright as coal. It will lead me to my home. And I will catch a ride and make my way through the open night. Oh, hear that locomotive sing. And can you feel the churning of those wheels? They will show me what is real. And I will feel alive when I ride that track through the open night. Oh, hear that locomotive sing. And can you feel the shaking in those walls? Now I know it won't be long till I will have my say and take it to the permitted way. Oh, hear that locomotive sing. Sing it. And hold that grab iron handle loose and find another train to cruise. I will catch it on the fly and take it to that sweet by and by. Oh, hear that locomotive sing. Hear that locomotive sing. It will bring you what you need. You will see the light and be baptized in the ash and fire. Oh, hear that locomotive sing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I usually bring a kick drum, but it was a little too big for this stage. So you're just gonna get my foot. The stage isn't too bad though.
Well, yeah, we do come all the way from the Carolinas of southeastern part of the states, and there's a lot of good music around there. Called the Piedmont region, the Piedmont Blues, and a lot of good Appalachian folk music that, if you trace it back far enough, gets back here.
That done everything.
A lot of good stories. I love that song that you started with, Morag, about just it's a folk story, and those tell the most powerful messages most of the time. And I come from a family of storytellers. My dad was a pretty good storyteller. We were kids, and he had one character that was my favorite that they used to tell stories about, rambling around in the mill village of upstate South Carolina and getting in trouble and that kind of thing with his sidekick T-Bone. But the guy's name, which was my nickname as a kid, but the character's name that I liked was Joe Bandy. And so I set out to write a song about Joe Bandy for the longest time. I finally got something, I liked it, and told Dad about it. I said, Dad, I wrote a song about Joe Bandy. And he said, well, that's great, but that wasn't his name, son. It's like, how did I get that wrong? No, it was Joe Bandy. He said, no, it was two names, actually. It was Job Andy. And my world changed. Everything changed. But I think Joe Bandy sounds a little bit cooler. So I made up my own story about Joe Bandy. That's how it goes.
Mr. Joe Bandy sings just a scuffle of dime. From dawn to dusk he does what he must to feed a family of 9. A mighty moving he'll bring when Mr. Joe Bandy begins to sing. Mr. Joe Bandy knows that the head of the town is a vicious man who does what he can to bring the people down. So dressed in dregs, Joe Bandy begs for the people to hear. He sings and he shouts and he rouses a crowd. They all tip him and cheer. We're gonna take that devil down. We're gonna take that devil down. We're gonna take that devil. We're gonna take that devil down. The more he shouts, the more turnout, the more money he makes. Mr. Joe Bandy crows, leading a parade. Then they hunted down the head of the town. They gonna make him pay. The bandy snuck around the block and he hid away. We're gonna raise that banner high. We're gonna raise that banner high. And we're gonna take that devil down. We're gonna take that devil down. Well, Joe Bandy had lied, he didn't have 9. He didn't have 1 kid, now he wore a gold rim lid upon his head and held a dame in his hand. But the people fixed on Bandy's tricks, he's gonna pay for his sin. But the bandit lit out for another town to do it over again. We're gonna bring that bandit back. We're gonna bring that bandit back. We're gonna take that devil down. We're gonna take that devil down. Mr. Joe Bandy sings just a scuffle of dime. From dawn to dusk he does what he must to feed a family of 9.
Thank you.
We took some requests for this set, so I got to give a little shout out to our little friend Jill in North Carolina who
Jill, that
requested
was
that
for you.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, the whoa. That's about to be very interesting. You thought that song was over, but what you didn't know is the etymology of the word bandit came from Joe Bandy. Yeah, that one, yeah. Right?
Good one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's nice to be here. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being here at home. I'm gonna try not to look at myself too much. So, it's a great setup you guys got here. This is another old song and another. Once we told all of our friends back home this was going to be live streamed, we got a bunch of requests. Do this song and do that song, and, which is wonderful. We don't do this one too often anymore, but here we go. It's called Hand to the Plow.
Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. It's a long road to hoe. I was living in the middle of a sun-scorched land, and your water was black as coal. A memory, this could be a helping hand. Just a taste will erase your soul. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. It's a long road to hoe. I met a hungry man, said, can you give me some food? I said, sure, here, take this bone. And suddenly the night it turned into noon, and I realized I was alone. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. It's a long road to hoe. I fell asleep underneath a judgment tree, and when I woke, you were gone. A rattling snake told me I needed something to eat, but I figured he was wrong. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. Hand to the plow, don't you ever look back. It's a long road to hoe. I was blind in the sky from the sun-scorched land. The hungry man led me to the water's side. I saw the light fill up the cup of his hand, and a voice said, here am I. Hand to the plow,
Hand to the plow,
don't you ever look back.
Don't you ever look back.
Hand to the plow,
Hand to the plow,
don't you ever look back.
Don't you ever look back.
Hand to the plow,
Hand to the plow,
don't you ever look back.
don't you ever
It's a long road to hoe. It's a long road to hoe. It's a It's a long road. What a hope. Thank you.
He always beats me out on that last note. I can never hold it as long as him. He was a voice major in school, so, you know, that training.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh man. Yeah, we've been here for a year now, and we live in Malden, in Essex. Nice little, quaint little town.
Good salt.
Very good salt. Yeah.
We haven't seen the beach, like the proper, what do you call it? Do you call it the beach? Yeah, we haven't seen the beach until today. Malden has, you know, estuaries, but we haven't seen is that the ocean? I don't know, I'm sorry. Something, beach water. It's really beautiful. I haven't had salty hair in a while.
Salt water.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, you know, we've adjusted here. It's a little bit different than back home, but there was a learning curve for us, but I can say genuinely we've in the year, which is to us it's felt like 3 years, just so much, but we've come to appreciate a lot of things about this place, about England, about the UK in general, and it's been really good fodder for songwriting for me, and especially those fields out there in Malden, Essex, and I like to say that the song came to me from the fields of England.
Gather round from the fields of old, you laborers working your fingers to the bones. The time has come for the harvesting. Gather round, we got a reason to sing. Gather round, all you folks at home. Leave the keys in the car, leave your wallet, leave your phone. Leave all you own, you won't need a thing. Gather round, we got a reason to sing. And gather round now, you little friends, who color the world with eyes of innocence. For greatest will be the least of these. Gather round, we got a reason to sing. Gather round, all you holy ones, all the frightened eyes living in the shadows and the slums. Your light will shine like a diamond ring. Gather round, we got a reason to sing. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Gather round to the New Jerusalem, where the clouds can cover the shine of the rising sun, where the sky is clear and where the air is clean. Gather round, we got a reason to sing. Gather round from the boulevard, anybody with a bruise, any soul with a scar. Behind the broken highway lies a silver spring. Gather round, we got a reason to sing. Gather round, people, have no fear. When death is dead, we will dance and we will cheer. Where is your sword, man? Now where's your sting? Gather round, we got a reason to sing. this sacred land. Grab anything you want and join the band. We'll play it loud when we crown the king. Gather round, we got a reason to sing. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Thank you.
We like to call this next song a song for anybody who works or has worked. Has anyone in here ever worked?
I feel like I'm working right now, man. It's sweating.
Can your work out?
Yeah.
Some people say, I think you have this phrase here, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. I don't think that's true, actually. I mean, I love doing this, but this can be real work, you know, loading in, loading out, driving and packing and unpacking and packing and unpacking. But it's not about those moments that, it's not those things that you hold on to. It's the things that make it worth it, you know? It's like those moments of the love of the thing that make your work worth it. Whether that be your job or just, you know, housework or time with your family or time with friends. So this song is kind of about that. It's called A Feeling I Get. So, yeah.
It's a feeling I get deep in my chest after all of my strength has turned into weeks of work. It's a feeling I get like I can't catch my breath, though I'm breathing so damn hard that it hurts. And I pace in this prison in a cell of precision. My file reads a fraud and a fake. It's a feeling I get deep in my chest. But your love finds a way to me. It's a thought that I get deep in my head after all of my wonder turns to worried words. It's a thought that I get like I don't know what's ahead, though I'm looking so damn hard that it hurts. And my mind spins around just like a wheel on the ground, while my foot frozen still on the brake. It's a thought that I get deep in my head, but your love finds a way to me. Feeling I get deep in my chest felt it from the moment I met you first. It's a feeling I get like I can't catch my breath, though I'm breathing so hard that it hurts. But I'm freed from this prison by a narrow decision. My file reads the debt has been paid. It's a feeling I get deep in my chest when your love finds a way to me. Oh, whoa,
Isn't that lovely? I love that. I'm just going to interrupt for a moment to do a Bob Geldof moment. For the people at home, if you are in a position where you could possibly donate to this event, it would be absolutely wonderful if you could. Some of you have already, and that's brilliant, thank you. But if you could, I want to inspire you a bit. And so what I did was, you coming from America, I Googled, what is typical from America? And,
Oh, no.
yeah. So what I've got is absolutely fascinating. Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA. That's
a good one, yeah.
Fruity hops, malt backbone make this Imperial India Pale Ale from Delaware. Sorry, I don't know. A standout. The style was so popular that they released a sequel to it in the form of a 60-minute IPA. What?
All I know is you only have to drink one of them to feel pretty good.
Is that the amount of time you spend before you fall over, do you think?
Yeah, because they're
That
like
could be it.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
60
anyway, they
minutes of
advise
They're legit.
they advise pairing it with pork chops or escargot. 9%. 9%. At $5. $5. Yeah? Okay. Come on, guys. You can send us $5. Yeah, that would be great. That's a really good idea. The other thing is you've opened up a bit of a can of worms. Apparently Malden has 40 beaches. Yeah. You'd better get visiting, I think. Yeah.
I guess we need to redefine what beach is.
Yes, yeah, I think, yes, any little patch of mud. Okay. Pardon?
The trees.
Is that the what?
The trees.
Trees?
Beach trees.
Beach trees. Ah, no, it's not beach trees. No, it's beaches. Beaches. Come on, don't confuse the issue, Jeff. Thank you. Okay.
We haven't
Well,
either.
right. Well, should we discuss this later? Yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you. Carry on.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to know more about us and our American selves, you can check out our website, www.songsofthefolk.com. It'll send you to all the other places you've ever wanted to go, meaning Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
The other thing I was supposed to say was, where can people buy your CD?
Online at iTunes or Amazon or in person.
Right over here, this wonderful merch table.
Yes. Yeah, we've learned so much about English culture, and I mean, folk clubs. I think we played at one folk club in America. It's in Savannah, Georgia. There are a lot of venues, but there aren't folk clubs. So we've learned the whole thing: the raffle, the interval, the whole floor spot. It's all new to us, but it's amazing. It's so special. So, yeah, just know you have something very special in folk clubs here.
Definitely. And the sing-alongs, you know.
Yeah.
I love these ballads that you all know and everyone just joins in. It's wonderful.
We don't know any of them.
But they're like 28 verses, so by the time, you know, you get it, you know.
Yeah.
No, but audiences here have been great. Another good one tonight. But yeah, we've learned a lot. One thing that we've come across that we don't have in America is the English pantomime show. The pantos. Uh-oh.
Panto. Did you say it
Every
right?
time.
Panto. Panto.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to leave now, you're welcome to. No. Yeah. Our landlady said, "Can you guys feed my cats today? I'm going to the Pano in London." And I said, "Okay. Well, what is that?" You know. And so she told me all about it, and then I looked it up and stuff. And I think we're going to go to one this Christmas. We're going to find one to go to. We've got to experience that. But anyway, I sat down to write a song about an English pantomime, and I thought I've bitten off a little bit more than I can chew, and I'm unqualified, and I'm just frankly the wrong ethnicity to be able to do this, and so I said, you know what if there was a panto set in New Orleans? What would that be like? And I think this song tells you what
Yeah,
it'd be like.
he wrote it all, and then he said, and now you're going to sing it. So he got off.
So this is the Louisiana pantomime. Don't worry, there's no costume changes involved.
Well, you have my honey, all your
Thank you. It's Lauren singing for you.
Yeah, AT, he's our songwriter. I write emails, I write text messages, I write social media posts, but I cannot write a song, and he can, so we make a good team.
She's a good editor, though. She tells me the stinkers that I write. I know that if I play her a song, I say I wrote a new song, and then the response is just silence. I'm like, okay, that's not good. Go back to the drawing board. But yeah, this is a song that came out of the back roads of Western North Carolina, where we're from. Mountain roads all over the place there, and they just wind and sort of go every which way, and quite treacherous sometimes. But now I don't think so anymore after moving here.
Yeah, you meet cars head on.
Oh,
There's
man.
nowhere to go. You just have to back up.
What a learning curve that has been. Oh, you know.
Learning curve.
Yeah, this was during lockdown, during COVID, and we, like everyone, lost all of our music gigs, unfortunately, and I got a job working a garden, like a vegetable plot, some massive garden at this camp, and I would drive to this camp every day there in Western North Carolina, and I kept passing. There's a thing about these roads in this area. They have all these funny names, and I don't know who started it, but like someone named a road. I mean, it's like Cow Mountain Drive and Hot Springs Boulevard, not like in the middle of nowhere, and it's like someone's driveway has a name and all this stuff. And I kept passing this road called Providence Drive, and I thought, well, that's interesting. Kind of sounds like that should be a song, And I kept passing it every day. One day, I finally actually turned down it, and I was extremely disappointed because all it did like a horseshoe right back to where I was on the same road. I don't know if that was fate calling, saying something to me, but yeah. I checked to make sure no one had written a song called Providence Drive, and thankfully they hadn't, and so I put it together. Here it is.
Take the narrow road up until you meet the narrow gate, made of sacred steel. You'll know you've gone too far if the hill begins to take a dive. To know where to go, you need to know where you've been. If you have to look back, look ahead again. If your lights are dim, you won't see the sign. Mark Providence Drive. The road is old, it's hardly worn, but you stretch and slip with a pedal floored, and with a one-handed grip you need to shift it to fourth. You keep it in between the lines. You may be tempted to travel down a distorted detour. You may be tempted to give it up, cut the trip short. You may make a few wrongs well before you finally make a hard right on Providence Drive. Walking afoot and they're looking back and they're staying put, but if their head is straight and their hand is up, well, they're probably trying to hitch a ride. So if you have the room, then carry the weight, but if you park the car, don't hesitate, or it's likely you'll stay stranded there on the side of Providence Drive. rain, through the sleet, through the wind and the fog, is a clearing upon which you can spot the way and the truth and the life. But to get there, you gotta drive the Providence smile. It takes the will to thou. It takes a while. It takes a lonely and a holy style to ride on Providence Drive.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I brought this guitar, so I might as well use it for at least one song.
Yeah, we recorded that song, Providence Drive, and we had our friend play this amazing guitar solo. And I was like, well, how are we going to do that live? So instead, you get rock concertina.
Here's another song that came to me from England. Lauren and I, like we said, we've been here about a year, so we moved here it was July of last year. Left the States, literally left New York City on July the 4th. That's a holiday for us, if y'all know. We got over here, and we stayed in Airbnb for a little while, and then found our little place in Malden. It's a nice little refurbished old barn, and was getting our stuff moved in, and there's only one window on the back of the house, and so I pulled the blinds of that window and I looked out, and there's just this. It's a wheat field. I think they grow wheat and barley, but it's this massive wheat field right behind us, and a few houses sort of scattered off in the distance, and it was almost like, for me, it was almost like seeing the ocean for the first time or something. It was just beautiful, honestly. It was just, and it hit me, all of the emotions of moving so far away from home and leaving family and friends and cats and everyone behind. It all hit me there looking at that field. And well, this would have been August, but because of the rain, I guess they hadn't harvested yet, so it was all, still blowing in the wind. And at the same time, it sort of took me back to when Lauren and I lived in Georgia, in the state of Georgia, and we lived down in Athens, and kind of a rough time for us, I suppose, but well, it was a rough time for us, but we'd go on these walks when we lived in Georgia, and we'd walk through this old cemetery. It was a American Civil War Confederate cemetery, and we'd walk through that old cemetery, and then we'd hit the train tracks, and we'd just walk the railroad tracks. And this isn't like for passenger trains, so you could just walk for days. You don't see anything. It's just like sort of a wall of pine trees on either side of us, and it felt like we were out in the middle of nowhere and somehow still protected or something. I don't know, but we loved those walks. Anyway, I looked at this field in England, and that memory shot back at me at the same time. And I guess it was just the sort of peaceful feeling that I was having about all of this. And anyway, the song tells a story better than I do. This song came out of it. It's called Before the Dawn.
Down the road the dust will settle as time tightens up the slack. There's a lonesome whistle blowing, there ain't nothing on the track. We're standing at the crossroads with the past upon our backs. It's just me and you. You were just a traveler in a wide, free-wheeling world. Grew up off the highway, a queen among the girls. But you grew up kinda different and as lonesome as a pearl. So you learn to sing the blues. What we have is gone before. What we leave behind. You are mine and I am yours. And there's a town back down the line. Maybe we can make it there in time before the dawn. I come from the country, from the tired and trying land. I grew up in the valley with the stars between my hands. But I grew up in the sameness, just like another grain of sand. So I learned to play the blues. What we have is gone before. What we leave behind. You are mine and I am yours. There's a town back down the line. Maybe we can make it there in time before the dawn. Pallet of the sinking sun, we loosen up our packs. There's a distant whistle blowing, there's smoke upon the tracks. We're standing at the churchyard, the headstones are to our backs. And we can go anywhere we choose. What we have is gone before. What we leave behind. And I am yours. There's a town back down the line. What we have is gone before. What we leave behind. You are mine and I am yours. And there's a town back down the line. Maybe we can make it there in time before the dawn. Thank you. Thank you.
Make them local, please. There we go. All right. Janet Austin. That's you.
Very local.
Can you try another one? Yeah. Because you just pulled out my daughter and that's not fair. Right. Okay. Alan Keevil. Two in the room.
Very
Fantastic. That's great.
That's as local as you get.
We've got one more song from you, please, and then we have the break.
Just what you always
No,
wanted.
y'all don't fight over that toilet paper now. I'm wondering if this was rigged. This is. I mean, what?
We're gonna do an oldish traditional. You know, you say old when you're American, and it means it's like from 1925 or 1940 or something. But
Yeah, we're like, this building was built in the 1930s. Wow. And we come over here, and it's like, this building was built in the 1530s.
our landlady's like, that beam going through your barn is 300 years old. Wow, that's amazing.
So I'm like touching it, like, you know. Yeah, no, this is it's a song that came out of the folk revival. Well, it's an earlier song and an earlier tune, like most, you know, a lot of folk songs. But the words of this came out of the Greenwich Village sort of folk revival of the late 50s and early 60s, and we love a lot of those musicians and artists. And one of my favorite musicians, Dave Van Ronk, does a wonderful version of this song. Is how I learned it. And but the guy that wrote it, I believe his name was Lynn Chaney. I think that's right. But he was a man of many talents. He was a musician and a songwriter, but he led a group of kids. There was a school for the deaf and blind there in New York City, and he would lead these kids on these adventures through Washington Square Park and through the city, and, you know, like have them hold a jump rope kind of thing or something, or hold hands, and he'd take them around. And I can't imagine what that experience was like for those children. And anyway, the words of this song came out of that, and of course it's called Green Green Rocky Road.
When I go by Baltimore, need no carpet on my floor. Come along and follow me. We'll go down to Galilee. Crying green, green, rocky road. Promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love.
Little Miss Jane, run to the wall. Don't you stumble, don't you fall. Don't you scream, no, don't you shout. When I sing it, come a running out. You're crying green, green, rocky road. Promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love.
See that crow up in the sky? He don't walk, no, he just flies. He don't walk, no, he don't run. Keep on a flapping until the sun. He's crying green, green, rocky road. Promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love. you love. Tell me who you love.
Thank you.
Songs of the Folk. Brilliant. So, we in the room, we've got another whole set to come, which is very exciting. We've also got to get, we can ask you any question we like, you know that, in the Q&A in the second half, which you're at home, I'm sorry, you've got to make your own questions up.
I'm glad that's going to be not live streamed. It's probably good.
No, it's not live streamed, no. So you can tell us all your secrets. So I would just like, for the people at home, I would like to thank Nick on the door, and Phil doing the cameras, and John doing the sound, and G doing the cameras over here, and Lizzie in Galashiels posting on the interweb thing, and in her pinny at the bar, Una! Way! Also, because there's been a lot of people on writing stuff about you and saying that they miss you and stuff, so I thought you might like to hear from Donna, Glenn, Zach, David, Sebastian, Patricia, Suzanne, Michael, CK, Jeremy, Alan, Roger, Tony, Nana, Lucy, Leslie, and Colleen.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
love y'all.
Cry. Love y'all.
Thank you very much,
Love you
all
all.
of you. And next week, we have Den Miller, who is absolutely fabulous. You will really enjoy Den Miller. We've had him here before. He was great then. He's going to be great again. If you want, you can look him up on YouTube. Just check him out. He's just great. Do it. No, just come back. Just trust me. Trust me. It's going to be good. Okay. Just so one more time, let's say thank you for Songs of the Folk. Yeah. This is the difficult bit. My name's Morag Butler. Whee. I sometimes get it wrong. And this is Rosalind Court, and we'll thank you very much. We'll see you again next time.
Thank you, Morag.